Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Ito Blossoms and Hichikata's route at the end. Are you sad? I'm a little sad. So we are at the end of chapter 5. We're gonna get our good ending definitely today. I can't imagine why we wouldn't. And here's what I'm thinking. It really depends on when we get the ending. If this part's 30 to 40 minutes, I'll probably just, or longer, obviously, I'll cut it. We'll be done. We'll just make this a shorter part, and then we'll do our bad endings, which might be a little bit longer in the next part. If this is like under a half hour, then we'll just do maybe the unrequited love ending in this part, and then go from there. So we'll see. We'll see where we get at this. So anyway, I think we have one more choice to make before we get our ending anyway. So it'll probably be like 5 minutes, and I could have just freaking recorded it at the end, but I don't know. This route is confusing me. There's an extra chapter. It's some of the like chapter 2 was like, oh, it seems short. Like chapter 1 was like freaking an hour and a half, and chapter 2 was like only an hour, like normal. And then, I don't know, all over the place with this one. Anyway, I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying it's confusing, and I can't time it very well and like plan it out. Anyway. I nudged Hijikata, moving his arm over my shoulder, and we ran through the brush into a nearby grove. Remember, he got shot and is like, I'm bleeding to death. And it was like, what? He has gone toe to toe with demons and like furies and all this shit, and like one gunshot almost took him out. Like, fuck, dude, what the hell? Plot convenience is what it is. Look how pale he is. He looks like a fucking vampire. Which I was literally like, he looks like a vampire. And I was like, he looks like. All right, Spacey. Yeah, he kind of is one. But now he looks like one. Anyway. Ichigata, are you all right? Yeah. Wouldn't really call this living, but I'm here. Also, I apologize. I'm having severe allergy issues, but I don't have time to not play and take a day off. So, sorry. You should be used to it by now. You listen to my sniffle and whatever all the time. So, but I apologize. There was a steady flow of blood oozing from his wound, and one would guess he was dead from his pale complexion, or like a vampire. Soon, even my hands and clothes were drenched with his blood. It doesn't look like any more soldiers are around. In the meantime, we'll have to do what we can to stop the bleeding. Let's go. And they wouldn't know he's a fury, so they wouldn't use silver bullets, plus he'd be dead, so. All right. Sure thing. It took a sheer force of desperate will for me to stop my fingers from shaking as I carefully peeled off his clothing. Oh, hi. She's like, I'm shaking not because I'm worried about him, but I'm going to see him half naked. Obviously, it's just his shirt. You're not going to peel off his pants, too. That would be Spacey. You don't need to go that far, girl. Keep it in your pants. As I removed his shirt, I saw the bullet hole in his gut. It bewildered me to think how accurate the shot was. This is horrible. I'm sure that makes him feel better. The blood continued to flow from his stomach. Judging from the bleeding in his back, I assumed the bullet left his body at least. I took what little relief I could from this fact. Please wait here for me. I need to fetch some water to clean your wound. I was able to perform a bit of first aid, but at the end of the day, it was only a stopgap. We would have to return to Goryokaku immediately. As soon as you're able to move again, Hijikata, let's head back to Goryokaku. We need to leave while we can and collect ourselves. Hijikata, can you hear me? Yeah, just give me a sec. Yeah, I don't know if I could go back out there on my own just yet. Okay. I couldn't let him lose consciousness. I needed to do whatever I could to keep him awake. Don't worry, Shimada and the others have everything under control. They'll be waiting for you. No, they won't. Oh. Damn right they will. They're not Shinzagumi for nothing. We can't waste too much time, though. We gotta come back and cover them. Oh, they're gonna die and he's gonna blame himself. It's not your fault, sweetie. It's the people who shot you's fault. You're right. You're gonna make it, Ichikata. He has to, goddammit. I'm gonna assume in the bad ending he doesn't. However, it didn't look like where he'd been shot showed any signs of clotting anytime soon. Hichikata. My voice quivered as I called out to him. Hichikata! A chill ran down the length of my spine. I could feel a cold sweat form on my forehead. Even with first aid, another man would have succumbed to these wounds, let alone be able to speak or move. Hijikata must have been muttering the entirety of his spirit to continue Mustering. I was like, what? Mustering. I can't read. You know I can't. I blame the allergies, but I'm just dumb. Mustering the entirety of his spirit to continue on. Ichikana! God damn it. Stop making a scene. I can hear you all right. His voice was barely above a murmur. It was practically a wispy breath. It could only be a matter of time now. The warning bell was beginning to ring in my mind. Even if he were a fury, at once a sense of clarity came to me that suddenly stopped my hands from trembling so forcefully. That's right. He couldn't die from this. He's a fury! I inhaled deeply and I gathered my courage to speak. Hijikata, please, drink my blood. He curled his brow and his eyes widened slightly. I didn't bother waiting for him to respond. I unsheathed my kodachi from the scabbard on my hip, lifting the blade high above me in a glimmering splendor. Without any doubts, I moved the shining blade towards my wrist. Stop it! The bark of his command startled me, and the blade clanged noisily to the floor as it dropped from my hand. In his condition, he shouldn't have been able to scream as loudly as he did. But there they were, his eyes gazing sharply at me. Why? Spare me. I don't need it. I'll be okay. I'm not gonna let this crap kill me. This isn't the end. I told you that. You're the reason I'm alive. I won't die here. I'll be fine. He spat the words from out of his gritted teeth, and in response I said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Prove it. I'm not gonna die here. Prove it, bitch. Just to make it. See, I lived to spite you. I know I did that on purpose. Anyway, I don't believe you. What I do believe is what you said, that you want to live and don't plan on dying here. But I don't believe you when you say you'll be fine. Spacey. Hichikata blinked incredulously, perhaps taken aback by the intensity of my glare, and I felt tears begin to form. It's all your fault, Hichikata. You're just so damn stubborn after all these years. So I'm not taking your word for it. You always put up a wall and pretend everything is fine, even when you're bursting at the seams. Maybe my words were a little too harsh on him, especially in his condition in a time like this, but she's scared and she's scared and stressed out and scared and like afraid and scared and like a little bit afraid. You know what I mean though, right? Like she's like, you're gonna die on me, goddamn it. And it's like the only way is like sometimes you yell at people and you're like, I know it's not your fault and I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the universe, but directing it at you, and it's weird, but I didn't care. I was determined to get my way just this once. And maybe, just maybe, I got through to him. Yeah, that's our last love point. We're completed. Anyway, jeez, some lady you are. His lips curled up slightly, but he soon broke into a lighthearted laughter, and then blood starts busting out his seams again. Ah! Starting to second guess why I fell for you. Ugh. This is why they say women from Edo are trouble. Look, I promise you can give me grief for this later, but for now, please. Before I could finish, Hijikata closed his eyes. It looked as though it was a silent resignation. Do as you will. Hearing him relent made me cry freely. I leaned gently against the tree. He leaned gently against the tree. I was like, what? Shutting his eyes carefully. I rested my head on his shoulder for a brief moment before reaching for his sword. I swiftly swiped the blade from its sheath before running it across the length of my small wrist. Ow! The color of my blood was the same as his. Oh, it's like you're the same species or something. I put my lips against where the blade sliced, and I sipped a large gulp of blood without swallowing. Oh! Oh! I was wondering, I've seen the CG that's coming, I'm guessing is going to come up. I know what it looks like, and it definitely is coming from here when he's all bleeding to death. But I was like, I wonder if that's going to be in the bad ending, or I'm like, I'm wondering if, like, because she was offering him blood, I'm like, is she going to, like, bite her tongue or something? Oh, so she's going to get the blood in her mouth, and then, that's really weird. Look, if I say I want a sip of tea, don't drink the tea and then spit it into my mouth. That's really gross. Like, why is that a thing? This is not the first time this has happened in games. I mean, this is the first time it's been blood. But this is not the first... What other game was it that we just played, guys? I swear to God. It was like, I'm going to put the tea in my mouth and I'm going to spit it into yours. What the fuck is that? Why are you... What? Does people do that? What is that? Why is that a thing? Why is it a thing that has happened enough times that I recognize it's a thing? Maybe it's only been twice, but that's still too many fucking times. That's all I'm saying. We are not birds. Don't regurgitate your shit. It's gross. It's not the same thing, but still. Next, it's going to be like, I chewed this cookie for you. Ew. Anyway. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. I mean, hey, she gets to kiss him. A little awkward and weird, but I pressed my lips against his, giving him life through our connected mouths. Wait, he already kissed her once, though. Right, okay, I forgot. Guys, I forget things, and I'm not even kidding. I was coming home today, pulling up to my garage, and I was going, what the fuck? Where are my keys? Why don't I have my keys out? About to reach into my purse to grab my car keys, which were, by the way, in my ignition. Thank you very much, because that's where they belong when you're driving your car. Thinking that I was going to open my garage with my car keys, and it took me, I was like, where the hell am I? That is not how you open the garage, Spacey. What the fuck? Because literally a second before I picked up my garage door opener, like I normally do, as I'm coming around the corner, I pick up my garage door opener, I push the button the second I get around the corner, which is usually sometimes too soon, you know, and I'm like, but I grabbed it, I was like, no, I need my keys to open the garage. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding when I say that I might have had a stroke at some point because there's no, like, reason why my brain is not working lately. I don't know what's wrong. Like, it's scary. Like, I'm like, I'm dumb. So, yes, I just played the other part last night. Yes, I already forgot what fucking happened. I'm lucky I remember my name. I have to look. I started this game up. It's the only one we're playing right now, and I still had to look at the game cover and be like, what the fuck am I playing? Anyway. I could hear his throat gulping the blood. It may have been his fury instincts kicking in that allowed him to accept the blood as readily as he had. More. I sipped more blood, depositing more into his mouth. You just want to kiss him more. We repeated this process over and over again. As long as he craves it, I must give it to him. I couldn't let Hijikata die here. No, you can't. And this would be so adorable. I mean, look how beautiful his face looks, despite the fact that he's covered in blood and, like, she's feeding him blood right now. And Derp Face is here. Although, she looks fine because her eyes are closed. Under no circumstances would he lose his life. I gave him blood over and over, as if it were a ritual sacrifice for his life. Please, Hijikata, survive. This was all I had wished for. It's all I wish for, too. Hold on, sorry. Ah, okay. No, my friend just replied to a text I sent. I bent my head down to sit more when suddenly Hijikata's hand reached out to stop me. Hijikata. All right, that's enough. I've stopped bleeding. His cheeks, which moments before this had become as pale as snow, began to show color once more. There was a vibrancy in his voice again. You're an idiot, you know that? Now you've done it. You've hurt yourself. It'll heal soon. She's like, please! It's not a bullet hole through my body. That's not the issue here. What kind of absolute idiot would ever allow the woman he loved to hurt herself for his sake? Man, try putting yourself in my shoes for once. After all that trouble, the first thing he does is scold me. I couldn't help but burst into laughter. Well, why don't you put yourself in my shoes? What kind of absolute idiot would ever want to watch the man she loved suffer? Oh, shut up. He pouted his lips like a child. It was so endearing. Oh my God. He just won me over a little bit more. Like, shut up. Oh. It was impossible to keep from laughing. I think I find that so endearing. Oh, shut up, or you're an idiot. Because my dad used to do that to us all the time. He'd be like, oh my God, you're all idiots. He used to call us all idiots. And that was like we love you too, Dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be like, you're freaking stupid. He'd be like, you're all idiots. Whatever. I have these conversations with my sister sometimes. Like, no one's ever going to call us idiots again. And I don't know what to do with myself. Like, like, and he'd be the first to remind you if you ever did anything stupid, like for the rest of your life. Like my sister did something dumb, like probably in high school, and he still would remind her about it forever. You will never never live it down in my family. It's like get over it. No, you do something stupid, it will haunt you forever because we'll remind you, like. Because it's not like, oh my God, remember that time you were an idiot? It's like, remember that time? That was hilarious, you know? Oh, good times. So, like, I find it a little endearing. There's like, idiot. And I'm like, oh, see, because I understand that you love me when you say that. I get it. It warms the cockles of my cold, dead heart when you call me an idiot. I love it. Anyway, enough of this. Oh, I gotta get going, Spacey. They're gonna catch up to us soon. It's like she never realized that he switched to her first name a while ago. I mean, I noticed. You noticed. She didn't notice. Again, she's an idiot. Like, literally. Okay. And I don't say that out of love. Maybe a little bit. She's kind of an idiot. Let's go. Oh, we'll head back to Goryokaku. Okay. Oh, by the way, taste a little. Oh, I'd prefer the next time we kissed to taste a little better than that did. I'm offended that you don't think my blood is delicious. He smiled wryly, and I nodded as I helped him stand. His body wasn't great, but it was enough to get us back. That's just mean. You should love him no matter what his body looks like. I'm not in the greatest shape, but she's like, his body wasn't great. That's mean. He works out a lot. I'm sure his body is fabulous. He dusted off his lap, trying not to wobble as he stood. After what felt like an eternity of walking, we finally made it back to Goryokaku. Hold. I just saw that and was like, wait, what? Our return was met with a gorgeous view, one that rendered both of us utterly speechless. The petals of cherry blossoms danced in the sunlit breeze, twirling their scent in the summer air. Ugh, looks gorgeous. The scenery was so bright. Were we dreaming? You might be dead. It's fine. Dead looks pretty then. Hichikata, how are you feeling? He forced a small grin. As a Fury, he should have been fully healed by now. Amagiri's words about the Furies borrowing their power from their future lifespan suddenly came to mind. I slowly began to panic, becoming paralyzed with dread over the implications of this realization. Was this the end for Hijikata? Hijikata broke the silence, interrupting my anxiety. You don't look half bad underneath all these blossoms. I don't look half bad, but I also don't look half good then. Like, I don't look half bad. I mean, aside, it's the coated in blood, I'm sure. Huh? I looked up at him, perplexed by his words. You really think so? I've always thought they really suited you, though. Each fallen petal was strikingly beautiful, in defiance of the tragic end they would surely face. I'm pretty sure the cherry blossoms suit Saito. Thank you very much. Because we saw him under the cherry blossom tree, and that fucking CG is still stuck in my goddamn head, and I love it. I felt like there was a striking resemblance to his life, aiming to be the ideal warrior as he put his life on the line. A strong gust of wind blew through the field. I could smell the faint scent of cherry blossoms as they suddenly scattered through the wind. Then, out of nowhere, Kazama? Ugh! I knew as soon as we walked into the cherry blossom field, I'm like, this is like where we came when we were with Kazama and we killed Hijikata, or they killed each other in the bad ending. Didn't they? Yeah, in one of the bad endings, we ended up here, and they killed each other, and I was like, wait, Hijikata and Kazama, and I was like, and this is how we're going to end this, is the battle with Kazama. Because we haven't, and it wouldn't have tied that loose end up, you know what I mean? Kazama's going to come for me, but he never does. So, you were alive. His eyes fell on Hijikata, and his mouth curled up in a smile. Why? My voice broke, but Kazama only laughed. I'm here to put an end to all of this, and this man is an affront to my honor and must be destroyed. Oh, stop being such a bitch about everything. At Utsunomiya Castle, Kazama warned us that he'd return. However, I never thought he would forsake his clan and travel all the way to Edo just to fight Hijikata. Izo. We're not in Edo, we're in Izo. Come on, game. Even I know where we are. Don't be stupid. I'm surprised to see you made it here to the north. Impressive for a fake. I heard all of you pathetic losers got your asses kicked again and again over in the east. I'm not sure if being born into a warrior family, or hell, even being born as a demon, can help you survive the embarrassment of failing as often as you fools do. That was a little surprising. His tone was as derisive as usual, but his words were almost compliments. Backhanded to be sure, but praise of a sort nonetheless. In some ways, he recognized what Hijikata had been through.
Didn't think you'd come all the way to Izo.
You mean Ito? I'm just kidding. It's only because I keep saying fucking Ito. It's twice now. It's twice. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. God damn it, Tim! Get your fucking geography right! I don't know, and yet I know. God. Tim obviously failed geography and typing and a lot of fucking shit. Not art school, though. He makes really good, like, swooshy things for the swords and stuff like that, but, you know, he sucks at everything else.
What were you gonna do if I bought it already? You would have wasted your time.
His face twisted into a crooked grin. And then, I love how Kazama, like, holds his sword. It's, like, so, there's something about it that's just so, like, prissy. It's like everyone else gets into a warrior stance, and this he's like, I'm going to cut you if you talk to me like that. It's seriously like he's going to call the manager. Like, that's what I feel like. I mean, he's got a sword in his hand, but I swear to God, he's like, don't make me call my dad. I just don't know what it is. He's like, you know, like a princess when he does. It's funny. It just doesn't see. It's like, I'm not really threatened by that. What are you going to do? Seriously? You're going to call your dad on me? Like, what? Like, seriously? Like, I don't know what it is about his stance that just... It's so haughty is what it is. But he has that haughty face half the time, too. I love him, don't get me wrong, but it's just funny. Because it's so like, I know he fights like a motherfucker. But it's just funny because everybody else literally looks like, oh, they're going to fucking kill me. They're going to fuck me up. And he's like, literally, he's going to, like, huff and puff at us. Like, I don't know. He drew his sword out. Please wait. Hijikata's currently gravely hurt. If he fought in his condition, he'd surely die. I stepped in front of Hijikata, between him and Kazama. However, he moved his arm in front of me.
Step back.
But...
He's thrown everything away to come fight me, right? It's only polite of me to accept the invitation to fight a warrior of his quality.
That's... Kazama had practically abandoned his clan. This, up until now, seemed to me to be his entire life, just for the sake of defending his honor. Hold... Really hard to fight that. I was in the middle of speaking, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die! Anyway, sorry. Hijikata and Kazama were different men in almost every way, but perhaps they shared a warrior's pride.
It'll be fine. I won't die. I already told you. I have a reason to live.
He just suffered a serious injury, and his lifespan might be used up. If he fights Kazama, then surely by then, his life would be up. Hey, wow! God! He could have lived to be 150 for all you know. I mean, no, because he's a fury and used up a lifetime. But you never know. She's just assuming he was going to die in his 30s, which, you know, historically accurate, but... But this game is mean. It's killing people that shouldn't have died in historical accuracy-ness. I don't know. Anyway. Even if I could convince him to run, then everything he'd stood for and lived for would be destroyed. No, I couldn't do that. Fine. I'll just watch. I believe in you. Hijikata smiled. His smile was fleeting, like those scattered blossoms floating in the summer wind. Furies are only imitations. And the more you use those powers, the shorter your life gets. You're nothing compared to a pure-blooded demon. The cherry blossoms continued to dance around us, eventually falling upon Kazama's golden hair. You're destined to simply wither and die. You're no different to these cherry blossoms. Then I'm beautiful. Ah!
Well, it's not like I'm trying to kill myself over here. A man's got to protect the people he cares about. It's not so easy to be a samurai, didn't you know?
Hijikata's tone seemed to indicate he was speaking seriously, but I saw his lips curl into a sardonic grin. All those challenges were just opportunities for him to climb the hill and achieve his life's goal. Kazama's gonna, like, walk away. I don't think they're gonna fight, because it's, like, taking too long to get to that. Watching him now made me see just how much he'd given, every drop of his sweat, blood, and tears in his life to protect the ones he loves. After some silence, Kazama muttered, Perhaps the name of Fury no longer suits you. The life you strive to live is not that of a fake. There was no hint of contempt left in those red eyes of his, full of confidence.
You are a demon.
Kazama, the man who took pride in being a demon, he called Hijikata, who drank the water of life and became a fake, as Kazama called them, a demon. I think, for him, that was the highest possible compliment he could ever have given. I take back all the crap I gave you for being a fake. If you're really ready to take on the life of a demon, that means you must have a demon's name. I name you. Oh my god! We got a genius over here! Can I just tell you? This came up and I was like, oh, and then that fucking. Oh my god. And then the trophy pops up. We got a genius over here. And I'm like, is that making fun of me? Because, like, I didn't see that come. I know, like. I was like, I'm seriously, like, sitting here, like, I'm not sure why it's called Hakuoki, but whatever. Oh my god. Oh my. I need a minute. I also have to blow my nose, but I need a minute. Did you see that coming? Like, I'm like, you're giving him a new name. What? You name him Hakuoki. Oh my god! Anyway, okay. Hakuoki, a name bestowed upon Hijikata by Kazama, offered as a token of acceptance from a demon to a fury, and the name of the game, and I'm sorry, it's just the whole thing. It's the, well, now I understand why they called the game this. Okay, but also the fucking trophy that popped up, like, we got a freaking genius over here, like, it's like, I feel like they're making fun of me for, like, not knowing. I feel like they're like, like, you just put it together, genius. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Wow. My mind went back to the first night I met Hijikata. His hair was flowing in the night's wind, and I remember thinking it looked as if it was cherry blossoms scattering furiously in the night air. I do not remember that. That also makes the last achievement even funnier now, but it seemed almost as if the name had been chosen long, long ago. So perfectly did it fit him.
Thanks, I guess. But I'm not doing this so you'll call me a demon, you know.
No, wait, I thought you were. No, you're not supposed to. No! You're supposed to be like, nah, we don't need to fight and be bros now. What the fuck? Anyway, his mouth quirked up in a smile as he slid his sword from its sheath. With a sigh, his body shivered and suddenly his hair was white.
Can't play long, though. Not a problem.
Not at all. I'll kill you with the first blow. Kazama nodded, his own sword sliding from its scabbard. The air was tense between the two. Not a soul could have come between them. I think the battle will be settled in an instant. They stood apart from one another, still as statues. A wind blew up, casting scores of petals into the air. Between the two combatants, there was a brief moment of stillness. In the next instant, they both leapt forward. If only for a second, their swords met. The two traded blows that thundered through the field around us, slashing with their full body weight. Hijikata has to kill Kazama. That looks, yep. They're like, they want you to, yeah, I was like, they want you to think that it's the other way, but you know, Hijikata can't fucking die. We're on the good ending. Kazama's sword passed within a hair's breadth of Hijikata, but Hijikata's blade found its mark. He buried his sword deep into the demon's heart.
There's still something I gotta protect. I can't lose, not even to a demon.
Hijikata's voice carried with it a confident authority. Kazama gazed up toward the sky, and I could almost see a faint grin creep into his face. It's kind of almost sad that Hijikata kills Kazama. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, well, all our boyfriendos are literally fucking dead, so his lips moved. If my end were to be met with the blade of a demon like yourself, even with his heart skewered by Hijikata's blade, he could still talk. He put on a brave smile as he spoke. And I have no regrets. I've lived my life with honor, and I die with the same. His eyes were clear and free of hostility. If anything, he seemed at peace. To die in a duel against a foe he respected. It was a death he could accept with grace. You've defeated me, and now you must live out what life you have left. Hakuoki. I cannot. I still can't believe it. They were his last words. Hijikata drew his sword out of Kazama's body as it fell, dropping the still bloody sword back into its scabbard. Ew, the inside of your scabbards have to be so nasty. Like, do you replace them every once in a while? Because, like, gross.
I will.
And then Hijikata's body trembled for a second, and he gasped before falling to his knees. Hijikata! Don't you dare tell me the happy ending is him dying. I ran to his side. Hijikata! Hijikata, please hang in there! My desperate screams reverberated around us, but Hijikata could only manage an uncertain lip curl.
Man, you always gotta cry, don't you? If you don't get a thicker skin, there's no way you'll be able to handle being married to a warrior.
He winced as he spoke, and my heart clenched in my chest watching him suffer in so much pain. How many times could I possibly watch him push himself beyond his limits? I only cry because of you, Hijikata. And besides, being married to a warrior doesn't make you impervious to watching the person you love get hurt. Teardrops streamed down my blushed cheeks, dripping down upon Hijikata's tender face. He reached his hands unsteadily to wipe my flowing tears, kindly running a finger across my cheek. Oh,
Don't worry. You won't ever have to cry on my behalf again. Just let me spend whatever time I have left with you beside me. I want to enjoy it.
this is like they're leaving this open like, he's only got months to live. Like fucking Okita. Oh my god, I can't. Hijikata's eyes quietly shut. I held tightly onto his blood-soaked body, hugging him closely as the blood seeped into my shirt. Bright, blowing blossoms danced coolly above us. Bright, blowing blossoms billowed briskly before us. I just wanted to change that to, because like bright, blowing blossoms was like too much alliteration. It's gonna end like just like this, and then we're gonna get the final chapter thing, and it's gonna leave you like, what fucking happened? Like we know he didn't die. There's no fucking way, because that's bullshit to be a good ending. You know what I'm saying? I promised I wouldn't cry. I never promised I wouldn't cry. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna do the ending, and then we're gonna, and that'll be it. We'll do the bad endings in the next part. Like I said, his chapters are fucking long. And I did not have a half an hour last time to record this. So like, Yuki Kaji right there, right there. Okay, so like he's in fucking everything, right? We know this. It's actually funny. I was watching a video about like it was like 2015, I think, or 2016, like the top 15 like Japanese voice actors, whatever. And it's funny. I was like, if Daisuke Ono's not in this fucking list, then this list is bullshit because Sebastian from Black Butler, hello, he's fucking amazing. He was number 3. Yuki Kaji was actually number 2. But I'm like, you know what? That makes sense though, because he literally has his voice in motherfucking everything. Like we've seen it. He is in everything. Like every fucking TV, every fucking game we play. Like 6 Degrees of Code Realize is really like pretty much 1 degree at him because he's in everything. But I was looking at the behind the voice actors while I was loading up the game, the page that I have open, and it's over there, and it's like he's like. And I looked over and it was like, he's like number 1 for the day. Like, I don't know how they know. Maybe people looking up like voice actors or something, but I just noticed it on there and I was like, again, not surprising. He's in fucking everything. But I also couldn't believe in that video they had the guy who does the voice of Grell in Black Butler, and they, you know, because they would show the little thing and then they would show a couple of clips like with the voice acting, like from different shows, and I'm like, you seriously have him in there, but you don't have Grell? Like, that's the fuck? Why would you do? That's like, it's fucking Black Butler, guys. Like, everybody has heard of it. If you watch anime, you may not have watched it before, but everyone has fucking heard of it. I would think, I don't know. Final chapter! Oh my god, what happened? But seriously, anyway. That was just random. Well, we watched the thing, because you can't hear the music, it's probably too quiet. But YouTube can hear the music. Anyway, Hijikata didn't reach that fortress. Even with the reinforcements Hijikata had sent, the fortress couldn't hold against the Imperial army and surrendered. Eventually, they took her Hakodate as well, and the army of the Republic of Izo was forced to surrender. It was done. Just as spring came to Izo, the war the Shinsengumi had fought for so long came to an end. I heard later that it had been Otori who convinced the army to surrender peacefully. Better to live and see the future than die and be denied it. Just the sort of thing I expected from Otori. The Imperial army recognized Enomoto's skill and spared his life, sending him to prison instead of the executioner. Somehow, Shimada survived the final fierce battle. He escaped unscathed. When I asked what he intended to do, he laughed and said he'd probably open a school of swordsmanship in Kyoto. Soma, on the other hand, was entrusted by Hijikata with the Shinsengumi, turned himself into the Imperial army, and last I heard has been detained as chief. So, Hijikata was like, take the blame for me, kid. And what? What? But, I mean, I understand because we don't want to be like the same thing as like Soma's path where, well, we're waiting for him 3 years later, but he just ran away and let Soma shoulder the burden? It's kind of dickish. What the fuck? As for Iba, before the Battle of Goryokaku Castle, he tragically took his own life with a bottle of morphine given him by Enomoto. What? Whoa! 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 Why would you do that to Iba? That is okay. Iba was an added character, right? He wasn't in the original, so this is like slapping it into like it's kind of like they shoehorned this into like Hijikata's path. I mean, he might have been a side character in the original game, like before they made him a romancy character. So I'm just guessing that this probably wasn't in there. But why would you fucking do him like that? Like, you killed all of our friends, but you had to be like, Iba committed suicide via morphine. Instead of like, you know, he was taking morphine for the pain and accidentally overdosed. But this is literally like he did it on purpose. Iba is better than that. Iba wouldn't do that. Accident, yes. Purposeful, no, I don't. Damn, game, you fucking harsh. If he were to have survived by surrendering to the Imperial Army, his life would have been forfeit anyway. Oh, okay, but still, I suppose for Iba, this was the ultimate sacrifice that a warrior in his position could make. Alright, I guess, but that just sounds harsh, man. Hold. Still feel like it's an out though, because you know what? He's supposed to like slit his stomach open, right? Like instead of like, I'm just gonna overdose on morphine. He took the smart way out, because I'm not even gonna lie. If you were like, you have to kill yourself, I'd be like, can I just OD on morphine? Because I am not about to take some fucking sword and slice. That's no. So smart on him. Anyway. I mean, I guess if you're faced with being beheaded or ODing on morphine, I'd probably go with the morphine too, but I watched the cherry blossoms bloom around me, recalling everything that happened back in Izo. How many lives were lost in this land? How many patriots had fought and died for what they believed in? But perhaps most of all, I remember the time I spent with Hijikata. Don't you give me that bullshit like he's dead, bitch. It's acting like he's dead, and I will fucking be pissed. I will rage quit. Now, they're so beautiful. Pirouetting and dancing on each breeze of wind, the cherry petals brushed against my skin like silk. I hope she's thinking about the time I spent with him over the battle years. Each one brought a tiny whiff of the smell of new life. Whenever I see the colors of spring, I remember that wonderful time. The time he spent by my side. Is she talking like she's like 100 and he's like, because no, fuck you, game. You really like cherry blossoms that much, huh? Yeah, who doesn't? They're gorgeous. Neither the plum flower nor the tree peony could compare to their beauty. After all, the reason I like cherry blossoms was I like them because they remind me of you. He looked at me in serene contemplation for a moment, then let his grin spread across his face into a smile. His eyes narrowed before he softly murmured, well, I like them too. They look good on you. His voice, soft and quiet, throws my mind into chaos. My face was flushed with color and I turned away. The way he whispered so intimately, so sweetly, there was no way I could possibly hide how I felt about him. I doubt I'll ever grow used to his voice. The very sound of it makes my heart flutter.
Lately, I've been worried about the end.
Huh? My voice shook as I tried to fight out what he meant by that. Oh, tried to figure out what he meant by... I can't read, you know it.
I never get bored when I'm with you. Sometimes I wish I could live forever.
Oh. As a Fury, Hichikata had spent his future in exchange for a power in the present. How much he had spent, we couldn't know. His life could end tomorrow. Okay, so it's like this is the present right now, but it's just the way she said that the times I spent with him, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're making it sound like he died at some point and we're reminiscing. Like, I don't like that. Don't fuck with me like that. If he could live forever, then that fear of the unknown would disappear. But I knew that could never be.
It'd probably be an easy way to go, to just accept that I'm used up and wither away. But there's no need for me to ask for an end. Since I want to live, I'll fight for survival. That suits me better.
His vigorous voice gave me courage. I don't want us to be apart. I would stay and fight with him until the end was at last upon us. I wanted to look death in the eye and say we'd made the most of what we'd had. I want to stay with you as long as I can.
You cry so easy. I'd feel pretty bad if I left you behind.
Oh, he was right. Tears had begun to roll down my cheeks without me noticing at first. I blinked in surprise, but that hardly helped. Sorry, Hichikata. I rushed to wipe the tears away, but he grinned and stopped me. Hello? I'm pretty sure you're married now.
It's fine. It's my duty to wipe your tears away.
And he did, with kindness and with love. And it's my job to support you too, right?
Of course. Who else could fit that role aside from you?
We've been doing this for years, but...
No matter what I do to drive you away, you won't go. You even followed me to Izo. I lost to you. I don't think I can ever win against you.
Oh, it sounds terrible, but it's beautiful. I don't giggle well. Okay, I do on my own, but not when I'm acting it. I don't know. Surrounded by cherry blossoms, we sat as springtime returned to the north. Next year, and the year after that, I wanted to watch spring unfold with him. I wanted more happy memories like this one. And I wanted the day that we would be separated to never come. The end. Gotta sneeze again. Woo! All right. Well, that was Hichikata's route. Are you sad? We've got all the bad endings. Hakuoki. I saw that forever ago before, obviously I do. And I was like, haiku, because he writes haikus. And I was like, that's funny. It's funnier now because Hakuoki is his fucking demon name. Uh-huh, yeah. That's just amazing. I can't even. Like, I didn't, I mean, maybe if I researched and did some, I would have known. But I didn't. I don't want to, you know, but anyway. So, yeah. That was Hichikata's route. What we will do in the next part is start going through his bad endings. That's probably going to take a while, so it'll be probably a longer than an hour part, because he has got his unrequited love ending, and then he has got 5 other endings. So I thought he had an unrequited love ending, a bad ending, and then the 5 game over kind of endings. He really only has 4 game over endings. The 5th one is considered the bad ending versus a game over ending. But to me, I'm not really sure what the difference is, because I guess it's because they happen in the last chapter. But and everyone else's, whether it happened in chapter 1, 2, 3, or 4, was considered game over. And then you had the unrequited love ending. But this time we have a bad end. I don't, whatever. It is what it is. They're all fucking bad endings, whatever you want to call it. However you want to label them, they suck. So we're going to do that kind of pain, and then we'll look at the gallery. And we'll look at his gallery, and we'll also look at, like, we've got this gallery of everything. So hopefully we've completed everything. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Okay, we're missing one, but maybe we'll get it in one of his. I don't know. It looks like it should be, but who knows? But anyway, we'll find out. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video
a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.